Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video. We're continuing our discussion at the A2 level for prepositions with time. This time we'll learn the rules for using before and after. So see if you can make some sentences about these times. So we might say, he starts work at 9 o'clock. They eat lunch at 12 p.m. Children get candy at Halloween or on Halloween. He works late on Tuesday. There was a war in 1789, and the water is very cold in the winter. Again, to review, we use at with exact or specific times of the day. So, for example, the bank closes at 6 o'clock. Don't be late. The meetings will start at 3 p.m. Let's meet at the cafe at noon, and we'll talk about it at dinner time. We use on with days of the week and dates. He has tennis practice on Tuesday. Christmas is on the 25th of December. Our weekly meeting is on Monday at 8 a.m. My birthday is on the 2nd of August. And we use in with longer periods of time like months, seasons, years, or centuries. My son starts school in September. In Australia, the weather gets colder in June, July, and August. English is important for many people in the 21st century, and the swimming pool is closed in winter. Alright, so now try to make some sentences by matching the first part of the sentence and one of the prepositions with the end of the sentence. You can pause the video and try this on your own, and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. So Paul usually doesn't work. In American English, we would say on the weekend, or if you're using British English, you could say at the weekend. The meeting will start at 9:30. The telephone was invented in the 19th century. Her birthday is on October 5th. I finished college in 2009. And it is cold in Canada in winter. All right, now try to match the prepositions to the times. So days of the week, we would use on. Years, in. A specific time of the day, at. Centuries, in. Dates, on. Long periods of time, in. Seasons, in. And months of the year, in. Okay, so what can you say about these images? We've got Andrea and David. So take a look at these and see if you can figure out what they're showing. So Andrea got off the plane before 5 p.m. So she got off the plane here. And David got off the plane after 5 p.m. All right, so now you're going to decide whether to use the preposition before or after in each sentence. You can pause the video, try these on your own, and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. So 12 p.m. is after 11 a.m. The film started at 7 p.m. James arrived after 7 p.m., so he missed the beginning of the film. You need to study before the exam or you will not pass. You cannot take this medicine on an empty stomach. You must eat something before you take the medicine. I will be in a meeting at 5 p.m., so let's meet after the end of the meeting. I need to get a visa before I travel to Brazil. Don't worry, I will finish the report before the end of the week. Hurry up, we need to get to the supermarket before it closes. And make sure the children eat their vegetables before you give them cake. The concert starts at 8 p.m., so make sure that you arrive before then. We need to clean the house before the guests arrive. Sunday is 3 days after Thursday. Now choose the correct preposition. Again, you can pause the video and try this on your own, and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. If you make a mess in the kitchen, you will need to clean up before you leave the house. April 1st is the day after March 31st. And Ella graduated 4 years after she started college. So now you're going to complete the sentences using before or after and then one of the phrases in the boxes. Try this on your own and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. So I decided to leave before the end of the film because it was so boring. My mom said I have to clean my room before I go outside. What a disaster. We arrived after 6 p.m. and the plane had already left. So after we played tennis, we drank a liter of water. In my city, it usually starts to get cold after June. May is great, but July is freezing. Do you think we have time for a coffee before the meeting? All right, so let's take a look at the following sentences. I always drink water after running. Helen likes to eat breakfast before going to work. She went out with her friend before finishing her homework. And after reading a book, he went to sleep. So we can use this is another sentence pattern that we can use before and then an ing verb, or after and an ing verb. All right, so now you're going to complete the sentences using a verb plus ing. Again, you can pause the video, try this on your own, and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. So Jane looked tired after working all day. I will go to lunch after writing these emails. You need to eat something before taking any medicine. After eating, my mom says I cannot swim for 20 minutes. It's not a good idea to eat a lot before running. In these sentences, you'll use before or after plus an ing verb. So after watching the film, they went home because they were tired. The teacher explains some things after giving us the exam papers. The restaurant is always busy, so I need to book a table before eating there on Saturday. Julie felt sick after eating too much chocolate. He had a sore throat after coughing for 3 hours. You need to get a visa before traveling to the United States. So now you'll write some sentences using before or after plus an ing verb. First one is done for you. Timothy did his homework, then he went to sleep. After doing his homework, Timothy went to sleep. John packed his towel and swimsuit, then he went to the beach. So before going to the beach, John packed his towel and swimsuit. We finished our main meal, then we ordered dessert from the waiter. So after finishing our main meal, we ordered dessert. She ran for 90 minutes. She felt so tired. So after running for 90 minutes, she felt so tired. The children washed their hands, then they ate their sandwiches. So before eating their sandwiches, the children washed their hands. Now you'll fill in the gaps with either before or after. Again, you can pause the video, try these on your own, and then restart when you're ready to continue. I often feel nervous before exams. Anthony looked at many houses before deciding to buy one. I have a meeting at 8 p.m., so I can probably meet you after 9 o'clock. I usually don't start work before 8 a.m., but today I have to start at 7:30 a.m. Mom said I can play computer games after tidying my room. Okay, so now we're going to look at Joe's morning. What did he do before or after? So Joe went to a meeting after 9 o'clock. He went to a meeting before he wrote some emails. He called his boss after he wrote some emails. He worked on a report after calling his boss. And he went to another meeting after working on his report. So Andrew finished his report after 12 o'clock. He finished his report before he had a coffee break. Andrew had a coffee break before he left work. After he left work, he bought some things for dinner. And he bought some things for dinner before he went to swimming practice. Again, here's some few more. Zoe got up after 6:30. She went for a jog in the park after she got up. She went for a jog in the park before she called her friends, or she called her friends after she went for a jog in the park. She quickly tidied up her apartment after she called her friends. She quickly tidied up her apartment before her friends arrived and they ate brunch together. All right, so now that you know before, after, at, in, and on, try to complete these sentences. I will be late tonight because I need to finish a report before leaving the office. Our family usually takes a vacation in July. The film starts at 8 o'clock, so please make sure that you arrive on time. I am planning to visit you in the morning. I'll come after 9 a.m. because I know you usually sleep late. April is before May, and May is before June. And I was born at 3 a.m. in the morning on August 24th, 1968. All right, and now here we have Gerardo's calendar. So we could say he's going to meet with Simone for lunch on Monday. He has a meeting at 2 p.m. He will need to get to the bank before 5 p.m. He will have an all-day conference on Tuesday. After the conference, he'll need to remember to buy a ticket for Rome. He'll have a meeting on Wednesday at 10 a.m. He'll have lunch with Derek after his meeting. He has a cooking class at 8 p.m. And he'll need to book a hotel in Rome after his cooking class. Here he will depart for Rome at 10:45 p.m. and he will have a meeting at the Rome office at 2 p.m. He'll go to a sales meeting on Friday at 10. After the sales meeting, he will have lunch at Fiore on Friday. After lunch, he may have time for visiting. And he will depart Rome for London at 11 p.m. on Friday. That brings us to the end of today's video. Please like, subscribe, share, and if you have any questions, leave those for me in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.